Okay, so this is my map for high-income households in America using the U.S. Census tract information. So the classification I have chosen is to use a natural break. I chose natural breaks because I'm really trying to just highlight where high-income households are versus not. So since I'm only trying to really highlight two key differences, a natural break works well because I'm not trying to compare it across any other maps, and it's just for the isolated data. This is opposed to like equal interval classification, where in some parts of the map I would have had 0% of information there because of the way the data falls. So if I just break the data naturally, it creates a much more even-toned looking map. The color scheme I chose was green, and I really just wanted to highlight the saturation density, so I chose the intensity of color to highlight it, so it's easy to understand without having to read a legend or anything that like the darker green means that they're higher income households, and I chose green because green is typically associated with money. And then the lighter green is where there's less percent of high income households. So to zoom in on one of our points, I'm going to choose one in Upper Atlanta, Fulton County area. And then I'm going to use my identify tool and identify that and scroll down and see how much percent of high income households are there. And this shows 59.3% for Fulton County. So that's the rate of high income in that part of Fulton County for the census tract. A geographic trend that I've noticed on the map is that the density of high income households tend to be surrounding large urban centers. As you can see, here is Atlanta, and then in Alabama you have Birmingham and Montgomery. Then if you go to Florida, there's a lot of coastal urban centers, and that's where the high income houses are. But if you scroll all the way out on the map, then you notice in like the Midwest there's a lot less dark green, which means there's a lot less percent of high income households because there's not as large urban centers as compared to Atlanta or DC. And that's it.